What's good, Passport Bros? It's been a while. It's been a minute. Oof, it's been a journey. I noticed something, right? There is when you go on YouTube, when you go on Instagram Reels, when you go on TikTok, you see a lot of panels, like Fresh and Fit, like the Whatever podcast, like all these other podcasts, arguing with women. I guess it's good for entertainment purposes. But when I really think about it, there's no use being on panels with women, arguing with women, trying to tell women they're toxic, trying to tell them they're delusional, asking them what their body count is, asking them what they're looking for a man, what kind of money they want that man to make. After a while, it gets exhausting just watching that stuff. As you guys know, I moved to Africa from Miami, from the US, and it's been a journey. I've learned a lot. And when I look at the toxicity from a distance, it's sad. It's sad that a lot of men are in a position where a lot of them they're trapped mentally because of the system, because of the matrix, the way it's pinned people down, because of the brainwash, the conditioning from birth, from before birth, the indoctrination through the education system, through the formal and informal media, mainstream and non-mainstream, mainly mainstream media. It's just sad to see that men could just sit there when you can get a passport, get your finances together, get a remote job or remote business, or even have a business in the US that somebody's running for you, like a franchise or an apartment building or something. Just depends on what your financial capability or financial stance is, right? Most people at this point, what you have to just do is get a remote job. If you're a blue collar worker, save your money, build your credit, and kind of get a remote job that's nearest to your field that you can do online, that you can do at home and on your laptop while you're traveling. Or if you're a truck driver and you love being a truck driver, you can just drive truck 6 months of the time, travel 6 months of the rest of the time, enjoy your life, come back, hustle for another 6 months, travel for 6 months. Or you could do 3 months at a time, leave 3 months, come back 3 months, leave 3 months. Or if you're Uber or Lyft driver in a very busy city, move somewhere, move with a roommate, move somewhere affordable, hustle for 3-4 months, and then travel for 2 months, come back. There's so many ways that you can leave the matrix and kind of detach from the matrix, even if you still live in the matrix. Other than taking these women out on dates, other than wifing these women, other than buying these women or cassette up these women stuff, other than arguing with these women on panels, you're never gonna change decades of feminism and indoctrination with women, even through the education system, right? They're never gonna change. So while you're sitting on panels arguing with women they would never take accountability. They will never take accountability in the fact, right? There's always gonna be justice. Let me put my phone on silence. There's always gonna be a justice why they're doing it. There's always gonna be an excuse why they're doing it. Also, they have the white knights and the simps that's always gonna validate what they're doing, right? So you can sit on panels for 2-3 hours beating women up on how delusional they are and they're gonna die, alone and with cats and dogs and all this. But as soon as they leave the panel, you have simps in the DM saying, "Oh, don't worry about those losers. They're losers. They're incels. They're not gonna get girls. Blah 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 blah." They're always gonna have simps. Simps and the sisterhood is always gonna validate what they're doing. So that kind of inhibits them from taking accountability. So, and then women, it's hard for women to take accountability anyway. So that kind of adds to everything. So, what's the point, right? It's very sad. Me looking at it on the outside. I have to fight. I'm in Africa. I have to fight off women. I'm 41 years old. I have to fight off girls in their 20s from not just to leave me alone and not come over. Like, I have to fight off women. I literally have to fight off women. My girlfriend right now is 25 years old. When I met her, she was 24. And when I met her, she said, "I'm not dating you. I want you to marry me. I'm gonna do whatever it takes for you to marry me. I'm gonna do whatever it takes for me to be your wife." And I said, "We'll see. We're gonna keep dating and we'll see." Until now, she's been on point. She's never missed anything. She's accountable. I know where she is. She does everything for me. She works at a bank, so I'm not gonna sit here and I'm gonna sit on panel for 2-3 hours arguing with some Western women that are mentally disabled about what they need to do, what they shouldn't do. As a man, your peace should be going. Your goal and your peace should be going to find it. Meaning, your goal is to go and find your peace, right? Your goal is to find ways to go and find your peace. There are over 200 countries on this planet. You're sitting in the matrix arguing with some women on podcasts. Some of you go on dates arguing with these women, talking about, I'm red pill. Oh, how many body counts do you have? Why you're paying for this woman's meal? She's never gonna give you anything. She's gonna go back to Chad and Tyrone, give him your leftovers for the food you pay for, and clap them cheeks while you're over there arguing, talking about you red pill this, red pill that. You arguing with your sisters, you arguing with your mother, you arguing with all your friends, you arguing with women at work about how red pill you are, and you women are delusional and this and that. As a man, it's pointless arguing with Western women. Being argumentative is being on their level. As a man, you need to exceed. You need to find a way to fly up over all of that. When there's a storm down here and the plane flies over it and just keeps going, that's where you need to be. You need to be inside that plane, flying over the storm. Instead of sitting there arguing with some women. I feel sorry for people that still live in the United States. I would never live there again. Like, there's no point. I have a remote business, I have a remote job. I have several things going on. Rent is paid for the year. Like, why? Why do I have to? I'm not gonna be there. I'm not gonna live there. The most toxic people are in these Western societies. I got an email from a job the other day, and in the banner of the job was some employees, and they were all wearing like rainbow shirts. And I'm thinking, but why? Why do you have to wear rainbow shirts? Is this a workplace or like a promotion of the LGBTB community? Like, I don't get. The United States is so done, man. It's done. It's done. If you're a man right now watching this and you haven't found your way out or planning your way out, you're screwed. There's nothing. You're never gonna win. Not by arguing with some Western women. I mean, you see them on TikTok every day blasting us. They are furious. Blasting us, calling us all kind of names, this and that. And I'm not going to do that on this channel. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk about the differences, but I'm not going to bash a Western woman, because I'm winning right now, man. I'm winning. I have surplus. I have I have so much of a high value for myself and so much respect for myself that all the women that are in my roster, all the 10, 12 of them, are all in the 20s, baddies in Africa. I ain't got to argue with no freaking Western women. What benefit is that for me? It's not making me any money. It's not making me hard. It's not making my heart healthy. There's no point, you know? So my message today is put your head down, guys. Fellas, I don't care if you're white, black, I don't care who you are. I don't care what ethnicity you are. If you're living in the West, your goal is to leave the West. Your goal is to find ways to leave, not to be taking women on dates, arguing with women, going on panels, arguing with women about how delusional they are and this and that. They can be as delusional as they want. I don't give a flying F. I don't give a rat's behind. I don't care. They can be as delusional as they want. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. You know what's going to happen to you living in the West as a man? You're going to be dry, occasional. You're going to get occasional, tail now and then that's beat up and bad pH, and that 200 other guys has been in there. Like, there's no point when you can just leave and find better pasture. You could just leave. This is why we have these channels. You could just leave and live the best life that you can. I mean, you can come to Africa right now with a remote job. I mean, for my calculation, since I've been here, and one of my friends actually just moved here, and he was kind of worried. He was kind of worried that he wasn't making enough money. He just got a remote job. He couldn't find the remote job he wanted, but he wanted to leave the U.S. as soon as he can. He wanted to leave so bad. He got a job paying him $15 an hour, which is really low, right? That's a little over $31,000 a year. And I told him, move to Africa. Don't worry. He moved with a $15 an hour job. Now he's one of the top 10% in the country. When he converts his dollar to the local currency, it's boom. Like, it's $32,000 that he's making is equivalent to $100,000 in the U.S. Imagine that kind of buying power that you have because you're converting the dollar to the local currency, and the average salary in the country is about $100, like less than $100 a month, right? He's making $2,000 a month. His rent is paid. He's living good. He's saving. So there's a perspective of life. When you break out of the matrix mindset, or you can sit there and argue with women that want six-figure man and six this and six that. Women that don't even make half of that. You're arguing with women about finances and asking them, oh, how much money do you want them to make? And this and that. Like, you're asking a woman how much money you want them to make. When every ethnicity in the United States of America, every man in that ethnicity makes more than a woman. Black men make more than black women. Asian men make more than Asian women. White men make more than white women. Every man in the society makes more than a woman. You have you're on top of every woman, right? And it's kind of as far as earning power, because the jobs that men take are riskier. Men work more hours. Everything. You're asking women how much you want your man to make. Like women control how much a man can make. These women can't even get a man to stick around for 2 weeks, a month. You're asking them what they want their man, how much money they want their man to make. These women can control what money a man can make. I mean, they can go after high earners and get smashed, and those guys are clapped their cheeks, but it doesn't mean they'll keep those men. I mean, this delusion. You guys keep this delusion going when you could just move and have a better life overseas. You can move and have a beautiful life overseas. Find beautiful women that will love all that mindset that you have. Oh, I'll never get married because, yo, you move out of the U.S., you move to like different countries in Southeast Asia or South Asia or Africa or Middle East or just other countries, Eastern Europe or anything like that. You find women that will die for you. You literally will find women that will die for you. She will do anything for you. All you have to do is move. I know it's unbelievable for you guys because you've been all your life, you've been emasculated from your single mother to your cheaters to all these freaking women, blah, 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 blah. All this noise, all you have to do is block the noise, focus on yourself, get a remote job. Make sure you're making dollars. Take that dollar earning power somewhere else and have a way better life. It's so easy. I mean, it's hard. It's not as easy, but it's hard. But it's easy because if you focus, it's easy. If you just laser focus on what you need to do. Or you could sit here and watch my videos and still go do the same thing you've been doing for all your life and deal with the same crappy woman you've been dealing with all your life while she's telling you that you're toxic, while she's the toxic one. Get your passport. Work on your goals. Work on getting out of the Western countries. And your life will be so much better. Peace.